lots of Zerglings just to defend this, and more Banelings being morphed over here. These Banelings are really just like barely saving FluidTeK, because these Marines, if SUBB does actually micro them well, these Marines will actually do a lot of damage with the Banelings gone. But we are seeing a third expansion for FluidTeK, apparently not known by SUBB. And here comes Banelings, more Banelings. Oh, and these siege tanks, a bit of a friendly fight on these Marines. And oh, all the Banelings do die. So apparently SUBB will be able to keep those Marines, but these mutas do pick off one siege tank, and only one siege tank remains, while 22 Zerglings are being made by Larva. So, and 5 more Banelings, not good for SUBB here, because these Marines are really low on health, and this unlucky Queen does spawn right in the middle. Oh, and a bit of a mistake by SUBB to stim those Marines, because now these Marines are very low, and these mutas would definitely take them out. So this siege tank will be going down. And here is another push. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I can scroll this fast. But a lot of pushes by the Terran. And oh, and more Banelings coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, the Marines run right into the morphing of Banelings. And oh, holy. That was excellent timing. Those Banelings morphed right when those Marines ran in. And not good. Honestly, not good for SUBB there. But again, 2 siege tanks and more Marines for another push, pushing these creeps back. It's always important to push these creeps back, because if the Zerg has all this creep, it's going to be a big problem, because it does have map vision and increased speed. And FluidTeK here is so pressurized at this game. He's like, leave me alone, because SUBB is putting up so much pressure on FluidTeK right now that it is honestly so hard to deal with for a Zerg player. So, FluidTeK here actually causing these Marines to stim again, so he can run back in and finish them up. So he takes out these siege tanks, and here comes another Marine Ball. This Marine Ball will be able to push back these Zerglings. Look, this battlefield, a lot of blood already, and it's only barely started. Not long game yet. And if you look at the unit resources tab, lost resources tab, the Zerg actually losing less, because mainly FluidTeK is just making Zerglings, and they don't cost that much, and they come very quickly. So our Terran is behind, because he did lose a lot of siege tanks, and it is a problem, because siege tanks do cost a lot, and they're very actually hard to control against the Zerg, because the Zerg is so mobile, and they can take out siege tanks really quickly if you have bad placement. But anyways, here are some mutas from the back. Oh, and he does turn around. Oh no, he comes back in, and he does decide to, no, he cannot pick out one siege tank. So these mutas just trying to move the Terran army around, making him feel uncomfortable. And again, more scams coming out, trying to take out his creep tumors. And whoa, a perfect fungal growth! Oh my goodness, a perfect fungal growth by those infestors. Again, it is such a good build to use infestors and banelings against a bio-heavy ball by a Terran, especially MMM, because infestors, they do mega stun for splash damage, and if you just run in with a few banelings, you can wipe out all the Marines, and that just really helps you defend against it. So a very smart choice for FluidTeK to switch to infestors, and I think we might see maybe a Muta Harass here. I'm not sure. And we will see a Muta Harass here by, oh, he is going to go for that economy over there. So here comes some Marines. They are going to come back and defend this. Yeah, but these mutas do run away. And here comes these mutas going for those siege tanks. And here comes a bunch of SCVs. Very risky play. I don't know. Oh, these mutas try to go back, but these Marines come back right in time to defend the SCVs. So lucky for the SCVs, they do live. And here are some long-distance mining. A train of gold. But anyways, for FluidTeK, we do have finally that high yield expansion and another expansion over here. So he does have half the map already, and I'm not sure if he's even going to expand here, but right now FluidTeK is definitely ahead because of the map control he has. And this ball of mutas are really keeping the Terran from pushing, because it is always a risk to push when there is mass mutas for a Terran player. So again, we are seeing banelings here. He's just sticking with the banelings, but we are seeing an ultraless Cavern, so we will be seeing ultras, and I think, I don't know, oh yes, we do have an armory, so Thor, seeing Thor's might not be such a bad thing. I mean, wait, what? I mean, seeing Thor's should be expected in this game. Anyways, with that Muta movement over there, FluidTeK actually forced SUBB to stim up his Marines. So all these Marines are down at 45 health, so they are lower than usual, and those Marines obviously didn't kill a lot of mutas. So he did force a stim, and plus the fact that SUBB does not have any medevacs, these Marines will be quite in trouble because they are down to half health and they are not getting healed. So if they stim again, they will be down to half health. And again, they do stim, and these Marines getting fungal growth, another group of Marines getting fungal growth, and all these Marines die in vain. So not good for SUBB there. Very not the best decision to stim those Marines, but apparently this high yield expansion is so safe from ground units because of these siege tanks and even missile turrets. So even though actually this expansion is way oversaturated, but obviously SUBB is indeed producing a lot of things. He is making that upgrade level 2 for both armor and attack for the bio units for these Marines, and making a +1 damage for vehicles along with 2 Thors. So Thor is here. And actually, we saw a Marine push. I missed this, but here is a Marine push. And these investors are going to fungal growth them. I think these Marines might die off. I think, yeah, they are fungal growth. Are they going to die? Oh, but no! All these Marines live at like 5 HP. So, wow, one hero squadron of Marines right there, taking out an expansion. I think these brave Marines are going to move on from the back door to the natural with their 5 HP, but these mutas are definitely going to counter them, not allowing that to happen. And here are the mutas, and destroying these Marines in no time. But over here, we are seeing a huge Zergling, Baneling, Ultra, in 2 Infestors, and Muta. So we are actually seeing more speed for these Ultras, which is so important, because Ultras with speed are like crazy good against bio, and especially Marines without Marauders. Marines are going to get totally destroyed, but 2 Thors are out on the field, 2 medevacs here. But I think here FluidTeK is getting ready for a push. He is moving, he's splitting his army up, one side Ultras, and he actually has Mutas and Ultras and Infestors on one side. And I think we are going to be watching a battle very soon here. But 3 barracks are being put up. Not the worst time of all to put them up, because he is going to prevent some moves. But here is 1 Ultra, and the Mutas are going to be moving up here. And here is a humongous attack by the Zerg. He's coming in from all directions. All these siege tanks don't know where to fire. And these Marines are getting raped on one side, while these Thors are getting destroyed by Speedlings. And I think all of these siege tanks are going to be destroyed. Infestors here, fungal growthing all these SUVs, not letting them repair the planetary fortress. All these SUVs get completely destroyed by these Ultras. And just a lot of casualties for both players. And actually, if we look at here, FluidTeK is at 300 APM, and I think, oh goodness, SUBB needs to move back these units, and he does. And he does kill this Ultra, 1 Infestor living, the only survivor of the Zerg army. But that was a humongous attack, and both players really barely surviving it. Obviously, SUBB was definitely the one who lost that battle, because he did lose. I think if you look at the Harvesters count, he's behind by 16 SCVs. So I wouldn't be surprised if he did lose those 16 SCVs in that battle, because if you did see those fungal growths, it is very crazy. So I think SUBB here has to go for a desperation move, which is the medevac drop, because he lost this expansion, and it is going to put him behind because he lost SCV count. And here are Zerglings expecting an expansion over here, but even better, they do spawn medevacs. he probably can guess that it's a medevac drop. And here are more Zerglings trying to take out the expansion once again, but there are Marines here, actually perfectly placed right behind the gap. So these Marines will definitely kill all these Zerglings because they are placed beautifully. But over here, this medevac drop is going to be scouted by this Overlord. Very good Overlord placement, putting him right here and at these dead spaces, so the Terran can't do a medevac drop. And here is an Infestor, Fungal Growths, 2 medevacs, so it is going to soften him up. And here are actually 3 Ultras attacking in the main. This Thor doing so much damage to these Ultras, and 1 Barrack is going to go on fire. This Thor just completely hanging out. I mean, this Thor is doing so much damage, and look at that Ultra dying right in the face of the Thor. Anyways, wow, a big migration of SCVs over here. Probably because I think, yes, his main is mined out and his natural is mined out. So SUBB here is really depending on this 1 high yield expansion, which is almost mined out. And it is going to be a problem, and he needs to expand right when it gets mined out. So here's 2 medevacs dropping on this expansion of FluidTeK, and here's another expansion dropping in the main. But these 2 medevacs, I don't know how they're going to be dropped, and I don't know what's going on.